Alright guys, Hayzink here, welcome back to the channel for another Street Fighter Duel video. So this is actually going to be the first set of videos that's been put out on Street Fighter Duel since everything happened with the Starlight situation, and I think it's important at the start of the next couple of videos that I just reiterate, basically, I'm not essentially here to promote what is going on in the game. I'm not here for encouraging you guys to spend money or anything like that. I'm just doing what I've always done for the game, and I've never ever been in a position where I've said to people, I think you should spend money and buy this unit or you should buy that unit. I won't be spending on this unit, however I will be summoning this unit based on the tickets that I've got available, which you will see in my next video, because when I'm doing the spiderweb hunt thing, you can see displayed how many tickets I've got saved up. So I'm not going to be using any more than that, but I thought it was important that I got that out the way. And the same thing goes for when I showcase the unit and stuff like that. I've showcased every other unit in the game. I'm going to continue to do that, because if I don't, I'm essentially quitting YouTube at this point, because really I'm not that interested in many other games. I've tried Overlord, maybe I like it, I don't know. The only other game I play is My Hero Academia Ultra Impact, and it's far too old now for me to start covering content on it. So I just wanted to get that out of the way, and we will now jump in and we will start going through this Rose event for the trial. It's not hard, I mean, honestly, to be honest, I just said all that at the start of the video, and there's a strong possibility that no one's going to see it, because again, it's yeah, it's not difficult. Now, if I was to judge Rose based on the trial, which I don't do, I would say that she looks awesome, but we don't judge units on trials for the very fact that they can sometimes look awesome in trial and then not be, and then sometimes they can look a bit meh in trials and they're actually awesome. So that's why I don't judge units in trials, and hopefully my summons go well enough that I can go and take her out and actually showcase her in some real life situations, because ultimately that's what matters. The only difficulty this time is I'm going to have to get a bit luckier than usual on my summons, because I would normally get the growth pack, not the growth pack, yeah, I would normally get the Grant, but I'm not going to do that this time, because again, with everything that's happened with the Starlight situation, I am not willing to contribute funds anymore, so I will not be buying the Grant, and I feel like that's the best thing I can do at this point, is just not spend money. Ultimately, if that hurts their bottom line, maybe they'll realise they made a mistake. I do not think at this point they'll go back and do anything, but maybe it'll force them into making a better game, or maybe it'll force them into closing the game. I don't actually know. That's the unfortunate thing with this. We don't know what way they'll take it, but I mean, there's no point in me even explaining anything that's going on in this trial. You just need to watch. Rose, I was actually hoping that Rose was going to be a support unit. She kind of is. She does have some support elements to her kit, but she is like predominantly a damage unit, and you can quite clearly see from this trial anyway that her damage is quite high. How that's going to scale in a real world scenario, I don't actually know. To be honest, I want to try it, because I feel like just because of how her trigger works, I'm kind of curious as how she's going to go alongside Bison, because they're quite similar in some extents by opening up the vortex, so units are grouped together already, and maybe it'll mean that the both of them together will kind of do a lot, but again, I don't know. So this is why it's good to actually be able to summon the unit, get the unit out into the world, try things like challenge modes, boss modes, stuff like that, because if I don't, then it's all guesswork at the end of the day, and I'm not someone who likes to put out these videos and just base things on guesswork. Some people do that, that's fine, because do you know what, maybe 80% of the time that will work. What you think will work will work, but there's that 20% of the time where units just don't do what they appear like they're going to do. Like on paper they'll look like they're going to be these crazy monsters that will be fantastic, and then you actually start to take them out into real world situations and it's just not the case. So that is ultimately why I don't like to do that, okay? So I hope, with the fact that I've got a copy from the event already, how many copies would I need to summon? I need to summon, I don't even know anymore. 1, that would take you to plus, 2 more would take you to S, then 2 would take you to S plus, 2 more would take you to SS, that would be 7, 8, 9, 13, is it 14 copies in total you need to get to SSS? So I need to try and summon 13 copies. I've got 2 Starlight, so that would put me at 11. Needing to summon 11 copies and 380 tickets. In most games that would be doable. In this game, not so much. Just depends. I have this horrible feeling that they are going to go into, I'm going to call it recovery mode, as in we want to recover any of these tickets that we've given out. We want to make people who we've possibly given Starlight to, which was the very tiny amount of people, we want to make those people suffer. So I don't know, I just feel like when it comes to gacha games, it sounds like conspiracy theory stuff, but we were discussing it yesterday on the Discord. I do feel like they've got little backdoor switches and stuff like that where they can make some banners more painful than other banners, because while people think, oh, it's a 2% rate, it never changes. Well, that's not necessarily true because no one regulates it, no one checks it. How do you actually know that they do stick to that the whole entire time? You know, it really does work on trust me, bro, and they've not done a lot at this point to allow me to trust them. So for that reason, I am just a little bit scary going into this banner, where I think that it might be the time that I end up using like 350 tickets or something and get like 4 copies. I can see it happening, so make sure you tune in later and you can see exactly how I get on with just under 400 tickets. Maybe I've got more than that, I don't even know. I need to check again, because I did the event, so I got some tickets from the event, and I mean technically I could go in and get my ones from the shop. Maybe I'll do that actually, and maybe if I do my dailies from the turn in 2 cards, I could get lucky and I could pick up 5 or whatever, and I think I'm close to getting some on top. Maybe I'm a wee bit away from that lucky ball thing, but the number might be closer to 400, I'm not sure. Even then, you'd still need to average what, more than 2? Yeah, you would need to average more than, you would need to average better than 1 in 5. Like, you would need to average a lot better than 1 in 5, so I'm not too confident that we can get a showcase. But if I get her to SS at least, which is only, what, 8 copies, then we could hopefully get a showcase done of her. But that is your trial realm, that is your trial realm teams all in the bag. Next video is going to be going over the spiderweb hunt thing. It's really not difficult. I don't even know why I'm putting out a video on it. In fact, you know what? I'm not going to. It's that easy. The puzzle is the only thing usually that I put out a video for. Yeah, the puzzle's usually the only thing that I would put out a video if it's difficult. It's not difficult, so I'm not going to do it. Yeah, I'm not going to do it. Right, so next video is going to actually just be the summons. Anyway, I've been Hayzink, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.